Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. The news that the XRP community were waiting for, right? And it's only come a day after we've received some bad news. Well, typical crypto style, right? Typical crypto fashion. So, what have I got here? I've got an important document from the judge that is asking some heavyweight questions to the SEC. Now, one of the first things that she's asking for is she wants clarification in regards to the XRP sales agreement to investors. Where exactly did they say that they can expect price will increase? Which is a complete slap in the face to the SEC. This particular question that she's asking is, well, can you show me where Ripple said to their investors that the price was going to increase, deeming it a security? The other one, and this is big, she said she wants clarification on what is BTC and ETH. Are they a security or are they a currency? Big news from the judge. Well done to the judge. Now, I've noticed, and my great friend Michael that pointed this out to me noticed as well, is that the judge is very quick to hand out extensions. But when it comes to motions and rulings, it has been ruling for Ripple. Which goes with what I was saying yesterday. Give SEC what they want, so they can't come back and say, we need a retrial. So it all starting to come together for Ripple. The two questions that she's asked are awesome. Now, the outcome of those questions has impacts not just for Ripple and XRP, but it's also going to impact BTC and ETH. Now, I don't think the SEC is going to come out and say that BTC and ETH are securities. I don't think so. We know that Ethereum 2.0 is under the radar of the SEC, but they are not going to come out and say they are a security right now. That would be, that would just be insane from them to do so. But this is getting very juicy. Now, Congress needs to provide guardrails for the cryptocurrency revolution. Now, I love this, right? Now, this is a particularly interesting article that has recently come out. In particular, this particular article talks about Ripple versus the SEC. And what they're saying is, and they pointed out that the SEC's ongoing case against Ripple Labs, a blockchain software company that uses the XRP cryptocurrency in cross-border payment settlements for banks, Ripple sought after SEC guidance for years, while billions of XRP tokens circulated, but they never received it. So they did the right thing. They went to them and say, hey, are we a security? And if we were to be, what are we going to do here? They never got any. And then in December 2020, as we know, the SEC then filed a $1.3 billion enforcement action, alleging that every XRP sale since 2013 constituted an unregistered securities trade. Now, this is not how due process of law is supposed to work in a well-functioning republic. And that there is what the Congress is saying we need to step in here, because there's an abuse of power happening. There is an abuse of power happening for sure. Juicy stuff. I got more for you. Listen to this, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it's a yes or no question, right? Now, why can't we get yes or no answers? Have a listen to this.
You had Jay Clayton on stage at DC FinTech Week in person, one of the last events. And I was on about an hour later, so I was in the room, and someone asked Jay Clayton, hey, what's the status of XRP? Is it a security? And he didn't answer the question. More recently, Gary Gensler won't answer the question, is ETH a security? And look, if these laws are so clear, then let's just say the answer to those questions. If they're not clear, let's say they're not clear, and let's make them more clear. You had Jake.
So there you go, right? I mean, it makes sense. Why can't we have an answer? Like, why is it that when these questions are being asked, like it's just being brushed? Give us the answers that we want. Give us the answers that we're looking for. Are they or aren't they? And if they aren't, what can be done to make the rules easier to interpret? So it is very, very much fascinating what is developing right now as we speak. Now, if you thought that was good, Tranglo has launched its first on-demand liquidity ODL service on the RippleNet. This is big news, right? So following Ripple's March 2021 aim of purchasing a 40% stake in Asia's leading cross-border payments expert in order to expand RippleNet, the company's global financial network throughout the region and beyond, the company announced a further milestone in its partnership with Tranglo. And Tranglo, a Malaysian cross-border payment company, said that today it has launched its first live on-demand liquidity service in the Philippines on RippleNet, Ripple's global payments network for financial institutions, with more remittance corridors planned in the coming months. Big news. On-demand liquidity live for these particular customers. Very, very, very big, right? This is massive news. Absolutely massive news, and well done to the team there. Now, Ripple expands cross-border payments using XRP with Tranglo in Asia, and Ansari exchange in the Middle East as well. So, Middle East is coming. It's coming from all sorts of directions, right? Apart from the price action, Ripple has had a phenomenal year in acquiring new partnerships, new business all over the world. Apart from the price action, it has been a phenomenal year for Ripple, and that must not be forgotten. And we'll talk today about the price, and we'll talk about, where we are right now, what sort of lines do we got to break, in order to get our brand new all-time high, because it is coming, and whichever way you look at it, it's coming. It's coming. From all fundamentals, that brand new all-time high is coming. It is approaching. It is fast approaching as we are about to finish this particular formation. That particular formation, ladies and gentlemen, when that finishes off, it will go ballistic on the upside. On the upside. It's going to be very, very, very nice. Let's jump into a tiny. Let's have a look at some indicators. As we begin to look at the charts, in particular, we're looking at some of the indicators right now. Like, we're sitting at above 110. We can see that when we touch the moving average 50, we're always bouncing off of it, which is very, very bullish. Of course, as we know, because we've already gone above 110, we've consolidated above 110. And right now, as the market, as Bitcoin sitting at 62.7 at the time of making this, we're just patiently waiting for this volume to kick in. Now, when I do look at the hourly, we can see that, the hourly has been, trending around, 110, 19. It's just been hovering, up and down, but very little volume. Very, very, very little volume. Not much going on at the moment. When we look at the 4-hour, we can see that the MACD has turned bearish. And when we look at the 12-hour, we can see that the 12-hour is also still bearish at the moment. And so we're waiting for 115. 115 will be a critical time going above 115, which will signal that the volume is back for good, and we start to climb. So it's been obviously, it has tested everybody's patience, but from a technical perspective, that's what we're waiting for right now. So when you look at it from a timeline perspective, right, going towards the double digits and breaking the previous all-time high, as I've been saying, like the 420 mark, we're right at the edge of this breaking out and going ballistic. And so, could be out a week, maybe. We'll see. I'm still of the opinion that we'll get there, based on the formation, following the trends that it's been following at the moment. That we'll get that 420 coming real soon. But for now, move to the 15. We'll probably, when we hit 15 again, we'll probably touch down again a little bit and then go towards first resistance 125 and then second resistance 139. Major resistance at 139. The targets are this: 121, 131, 140, 155, 166, and 176. 176 being one of the final major resistance points, breaking out of there, and then the party is really going to start. But for now, what is going on? So for now, what we're waiting for is that 115. So going above 115 and consolidating above 115, and then break out towards 140. That there is right now the most important aspect of what we're looking for from a bull run perspective. Now, when we do break that 115 line and get that volume, then I guess 139 is next, and then 167 and 178 are the next major points that we will be looking out for. If we had to do a drawing of how we will go towards 330 before we get to 420, this sort of path is the path that I'm looking at as one of the most realistic ways that we're gonna get there. And you can see that along the way, there's always up and downs, right? You can't always go up. It can't always be green. It will be green, and we will get that all-time high broken. And as I've mentioned, we are right on the edge, like literally where that yellow line is right there. We are right on the edge of the bull run for XRP starting. I cannot wait. If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button as always. Thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.